If you work in any kind of corporate job, the chances are that at some point somebody's referred to something you're doing as a project. And maybe you nodded along like you totally knew what they meant, but deep down you weren't 100% certain. You're in meetings where people keep talking about the project plan, the project sponsor, and you're thinking, am I the only one here who doesn't really know what counts as a project? I've been in similar situations where everyone else seems to know what they're talking about and you're just sitting there afraid to ask. So in this video, I'm going to explain in a nice, simple way what a project actually is, and I'll try to avoid the jargon as I go. Because once you understand what a project really is, you'll start to see your work differently. Let's start with this. Have you ever launched a product at work, or organised a team away day, or helped to build a new website or process? That's project work, even if no one gave you a fancy title, even if it was messy, even if you didn't know what you were doing. So the real question isn't just what is a project, it's what makes something project work rather than just regular work. This is where a lot of people get stuck. You might think if it's complicated, it's a project, or if there's a deadline, maybe that's a project too. But not everything with a deadline is a project, and not everything that's complicated needs project management. So what actually is a project? Well, here's a definition that most professionals would agree on. A project is a temporary piece of work that creates a unique outcome. That could be a new product, a service, or a meaningful change to something that already exists. It's different from day-to-day operations because it has an endpoint, and it's different from just work because it's driving towards something specific. There are three key ingredients to a project. It's temporary. It has a definite start and a definite end. It aims to deliver a defined outcome, something with a clear purpose. And it produces something unique, whether it's brand new or a significant change or improvement. So let's bring that to life. Planning an away day. Yes, that's a small project. Updating a report every Monday. No, not really. Launching a new internal tool. Definitely. Redesigning your department's onboarding process. Yes, that's a project too. Once you understand this definition, you start to see projects everywhere, and the chances are you've already been working on them. Understanding what a project really is helps you to see your work in a completely different way, because if you've ever improved a process, launched something new, made a meaningful change to something, then you've already done project work. You just might not have called it that, but it matters, because once you know what a project is, you can talk about your work more clearly, you can plan it more intentionally, and people start to see you differently too. You go from saying things like, I helped with a few things, to saying, I led a project that improved how our team works. That shift in language and mindset can change how your work's valued in meetings, in job interviews, in your career. It's not about pretending to be a project manager, it's about recognizing the impact that you've already had. But the greatest advantage is this. Once you understand you're working on a project, you realize you don't have to figure it all out from scratch. There's an entire world of tools, techniques, and approaches designed to help you to plan better, communicate more clearly, and actually deliver what you set out to do. It's called project management, and it leads to clearer outcomes, less stress, and a much higher chance of success, whether you're running a multi-million-dollar initiative or just trying to get your team aligned on something new. And that's what this channel's all about, helping you to understand project work, to manage it better, and feel more confident when doing it. So if that sounds useful, subscribe. There's plenty more coming. So what's the takeaway? Well, most of us are already doing project work. We just haven't had the language for it. And once you do, you start to see your work differently. You show up differently. And maybe, just maybe, you won't be so quick to scroll past those high-paying project management jobs anymore. If this video has helped you to connect a few dots, I'm delighted. Leave a comment and let me know what project you've realized you've been running all along. And if your business could use a little help getting its projects under control, you might want to see this. So you watch my videos because you want to get better at managing projects, right? Well, here's something you may not know. I actually help organizations to do this for real. With almost 20 years of experience, I've worked across multiple industries, fixing PMOs, improving governance, and coaching teams to deliver actual results and not just good intentions. But would I work well with your team? Well, you've been watching me, and this, what you see right now, that's exactly who I am when I'm working with teams. My videos are your pre-screen, so if your organization could use a little help, Pass my details on to your leadership. The link's in the description. Let's make things better, and I promise not to baffle your leadership with project jargon. Well, not too much.